Hello everyone, this is some person, and right now we're going to be doing some exercises for volume and surface area with a little bit of polynomials prep. So it says here on this question, exercise 1, it says find the volume and surface area of this cone. So the first thing we got to figure out is that we got to figure out our base. So that's what we're going to do. So our base is pi r squared, because our base is a circle, and our base is going to be pi to the 20 squared, which is equal to 400 pi centimeters squared. And we can put this in the calculator and we'll see what that is right now. We're going to put 400 pi. So 400 pi is about 1,256. So I'm putting parentheses. About 1,256.63. 56.63. And the next part that we have to figure out is what our height is, and this is pretty straightforward. Our height is 15 centimeters. And let's readjust some stuff real quick. So the next part that we have to figure out is the L squared, the L, which is the slant height, which is this triangle right here. We're trying to figure out the hypotenuse, but the hypotenuse is not called the hypotenuse. It's not L. It's not called H. Sorry, it's called L. So we're trying to figure out L. So what we have to do is create the Pythagorean theorem problem. So L squared is equal to 15 squared plus 20 squared. And what we get is 625. So let us write that down. 625. And to get L squared, to get L by itself, if we plug it into the calculator, we're going to take the square root of it, because after this we get L squared is equal to 625. So what do we have to do to take out the squared? We just have to square root both sides. And what we get for the final solution is that L equals 25. And this is something important, so I'm going to move it over here. And I'm going to put a little box around it, because this is important. And the next step is we're going to also solve for now the LA. The LA is, so let me move down here. Our LA should be the equation, the half of the perimeter of this, which is 2 pi r, but the r is 20, so 20, and then times the L, which is 25. And what we get if we plug it into the calculator, but I'm too lazy, a little too lazy. So what we get when we plug into the calculator, we would get 500 pi. And after that, if we plug into the calculator, what we would get, which is approximately about 1,570.79 meters squared. And that's pretty close. We're almost there. We're almost done. So That's our LA, so let us box that as well. And let us box the other stuff that's important as well that plays a role into it, like the height plays a role, this base plays a role, and the next part that we're going to do is the volume. Now volume is for a cone. For a cone is a third times the base pi, which is 400 pi. Or you could use this number right here if you felt like it. It doesn't matter, you'll still get the close enough answer. So I'm going to choose, instead of 400 pi, I'm going to choose the 1256.63. And we have to multiply all this times the height, which is 15. So, yeah. After this, we can probably plug it into the calculator. We're going to test it out again. Sometimes it's mad at me, so please keep that in mind. So, 1/3, 1 divided by 3, times 1256.63 equals this number, 418.87667 times 15. We get 6,283.15. So we're going to write that down. 6,283.18. And keep in mind, since it's volume, we focus on the units as well. It gives us centimeters. And I accidentally put meters there, sorry. So we're going to put centimeters cubed. And let me go back here and fix that. So it's centimeters, not meters, guys. Sorry. Because units play a big role as this as well. So we're going to box this because this is our volume solution. After this, we're going to do the SA. Now the SA is the LA plus the base. Now we're going to write the SA, which, how do you write it? We're going to write it like, so the formula is SA equals the LA plus the base. And we already have that down. So, like I said, we can use either one. We can use the pi one, the simple one, or we can use the rounded one. I said that we were going to use a simple one, but we're going to use the rounded one because I feel like it. 1,570.79 plus the base, which is 1,256.63. And when we add these up, we're going to type in the calculator. So let's turn it on. Let's clear that. We're going to add the 1,570.79 plus the 1,256.63. And what we get is 2,827.42. And that's our final answer. So 2,827 point, let me see again, 0.42. And by the way, this is centimeters squared because we're focusing on an area, not a volume. So yeah, keep that in mind. And with that, we should be done with the whole problem. You just did a whole volume surface area problem. And I hope this helped. And we will keep in mind this is just an exercise 1. There's going to be 3 more exercises, but these are more polynomial based. So yeah, I hope this helped.